Hey guys, welcome to the Hack Across America vlog series where we talk about all the different courses that we have played together. We're going to feel like writing a review because all three of us are there, so we all decided to talk about it on here. I'm your host Tom, as joined always by Dr. John and our boy Ed. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Not bad.
I am living the dream.
Living the dream. I like to hear it. Great background. Did you pay for that? It's awesome.
Nah, man, I know people.
Oh, you know,
Got the hookup.
he can't get on a Zoom to save his life, but he can make his background no problem.
That's right.
All right, so guys, we're talking today. We talked last episode about Twisted Dune and the Hack Across America Golf Weekend, which was a wild success as usual. This course we got to talk about today was my personal favorite, which is Seaview, the Bay course, where they are having the LPGA ShopRite Classic on October 1st coming up soon. So what was your guys' first impression pulling up the Seaview?
Why are we so late?
Yes.
I know I walked into that one, didn't I? For those who don't know, called the course, tried to clarify the time. There's a huge miscommunication with me in the course. So we thought it was 11, tee time was 10, showed up. Thankfully, the Murrays show up extremely early for everything they do.
Every time.
Except for Zooms. And they half of them were there, so that kind of worked out well. And we got out there, long story short. Now, aside from the blunder of the tee time, what do you think of the course and the facilities?
Well, sprinting up to the first hole.
Okay, let's not exaggerate now.
It looked just like pristine. Like the conditions were amazing, and then it just looked really far because we were playing from the Blues, and yeah, wasn't a fan of that.
It wasn't far enough, honestly. It was one of the easiest courses of the entire weekend for myself. But yes, after sprinting up to the course after 4 or 5, 6 hours of sleep, it seemed like I was in a dream, but it was actually so real. The fairways were great. Rough was actually pretty highest rough I think I ever played on.
I don't think you had 4 to 5 hours sleep. I think you had more like 1 or 2, but okay.
Hey,
Yeah. No, it's so funny you brought the ball. First of all, first impression, just looking out like from where we were up at the clubhouse and seeing like Atlantic City and Brigantine right over the bay there. I was like, that was a sweet view. Like I can see why the LPGA is coming there. Like just the camera views alone they're gonna have are amazing. Excuse me. But John, you bring out the rough. Ed and I went to the clubhouse afterwards and we asked the guy, like, hey, are you preparing the course for the LPGA? And he laughed at us. He goes, no. He goes, it's 2.5 inch rough for you guys. He goes, it's 5.5 for the LPGA players.
I could not imagine that.
Wow.
Like I lost 6 balls in the first 4 holes there. Like with 2.5 inch rough. Like how they doing it that much? Yeah. So more respect to the pros. Like that's insane.
Absolutely.
It's wild.
Yeah, absolutely wild. But like part of the rough problem that was there too was they had a lot of fescue. Like when we talked about Twisted Dune before, like they had tons of fescue as well. Only difference was if you found your ball in this fescue, you had to pull it out according to like the scorecard. So I don't know what you guys were doing, but our group, if you were in the fescue, you had to take a drop and take a stroke.
Our group never found the fescue. None of us actually. Yeah, me and Ed were in the same group. None of us found the fescue all day because we're the best golfers of all time.
Wow. I think at least one of us found the fescue every hole. As bad as that is.
It was OB or fairway, nothing in between.
That's it. That is it.
That's all we do.
Yeah, I could believe that. No, but it does present a great challenge though, because that fescue, like you can't just like when we play local courses around us, you miss whatever, you might hit a tree, you might land somewhere like right off the side of the rough. When you're down there and you got that fescue, you can't miss.
Don't get bitter, get better.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Now, the other aspect I thought that was interesting about the course was half the course was windy because it was directly on the bay and half the course wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys find that as a problem for you?
Wind? No, not really. I don't think so.
Nah, since I hit hellacious seeds with my 8th degree driver, I was going underneath that wind all day onto the fairway.
Little baby stingers.
Yeah.
Like on that par 3 on the back?
Oh, par 3. You take the driver out of my hand. I'm nonsense. I was hitting stingers. After the car call saw that, gave us free beer the entire round. It was a wonderful time. No wind. Wind was no factor.
I know that's a lie because if a car girl gave you 2 free beer, you would have been laying on the ground by the end of the round.
We would just went in her cart.
That too. That too. No, I found personally, like on the par threes, I found that I think it's the 15th hole, 16th hole. It's the par three right along the bay. It like kind of goes uphill. And then it has like the bunker on the front left. You guys just what I'm talking about?
Yes, the one
I
that
put it
Coach
in that bunker
You put it
from
in
the
that-
other side.
Congratulations.
It was the one that Coach won the closest to the pin.
No. That was 17, I believe.
Sorry.
So it was, I got the GPS right here. Hold on a second.
15. It was hole 15 or 14. I know what you're talking about.
15. It was 15. Yeah. So it plays 20. It says 204. We pulled up. I don't know about you guys. We pulled up to the hole, and it was Ralph and your Uncle Tom were sitting there, and they go, whatever club you have, just put it back in the bag and club up at least two. And I was like, what?
Oh, that I know
Yeah.
you're talking about. Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like Ralph goes, I used my driver and I didn't reach. It's like,
Yeah.
what? So my whole group, they all start clubbing up, the other three guys. I step up and I'm like, nah, fuck this. I'm using my 5-iron. I use my normal club for it. And I got very fortunate. I landed right in the bunker, but like pin high in the bunker because it was in the front side. And
Nice.
luckily I chipped out of that and then chipped in for a par. But that's where I saw the wind though, because like my ball went up and I just saw it like hanging. And I was like, oh God, it's getting pushed back right now. So that wind was a little brutal for me.
Oh, you do hit the ball very high. That is the reason. You and my father, I think, hit the ball the highest I've ever seen. So yeah, that would be a big factor for you too.
Yeah, but bring it on with distance, Big Mer. All right, let's go. No, but I just like the views alone made like that course. It was also like probably after playing how bad I played the day before. Personally, playing well actually helps too.
You played bad that day?
The first day
Yeah.
for my 97, yeah, that was really bad.
I'd be ecstatic. I'd be slamming beers.
Why you shot at 118? But the next day I shot the 93. I was excited. I was like, okay, that was a lot better. But I also had a fun group, which always helps. And I'm sure you two obviously did too, being together.
Yeah, we had a fun group.
Greatest group of all time. Honestly.
No. I golf with Coach all 3 days. All right. Golf with Coach is a fun time.
It is. Yeah, that is a good time.
He's just so happy to be out there. Such a nice person. Absolutely love golf with Coach. Great time out there.
Yeah, he's great. Everything's great.
And apparently I'm Brian's kryptonite too. We also found out. So that's always fun. I hope Brian from the tips. I hope you're watching this right now because apparently I'm in your head. I don't know why. Guy plays around his like the first day and then plays against me. And it's just like all over the place.
I've never seen him play dead. Just saying.
I've never seen him play well. And that's the funny part. And that's not an insult, Brian, because I know you're probably going to watch us. I just haven't seen it yet.
It's his partner. Once he knows his partner, he'll help him out all day. I'll drag him. He'll drag me.
We'll get to that one later.
Okay.
Yeah. No. What'd you guys think of that little bar at the end? After we were done.
It was pretty cool.
Loved it. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I wish I could stay there all day. All day. I would have stayed there all day.
You guys stayed there for a while.
I would have stayed there longer.
Paint the picture for us, John. What's that bar like? Paint the picture of what that bar is like when you get off the course.
I forgot the name of the bar. It was one of those kind of days, but it's an Irish bar. Therefore, me and my fellow Irishmen are hanging in there for a long period of time. It has a nice, beautiful outdoor area with outdoor, I'm going to call them carts, but more like food carts with the roof and everything. You can get food and drink there if you want to stay outside. Inside, there's a nice bar with TVs everywhere. It surrounds the entire area. The food is actually very good as well, and they will make whatever drink you desire. I highly recommend if you golf at Seaview, go to their bar right afterwards. You will have a guaranteed great time on the 19th hole.
Yeah, and then Ed, like, what was the situation? Like, the bag situation was the best, wasn't it? Like how you could just sit your bag there.
Oh yeah, you just roll up, put it in the little stand, and the bar's right there. It was great.
They literally had the stands there for us. It was perfect.
Yep. Right on the road. You can, when you're done, you pull up, load your car, and you're out.
Yeah, I thought that was absolutely.
It was a great setup.
I agree. I think that was one of the well done setups that I've seen for a bar at the end of a course.
Oh, definitely.
Makes your transfusion go down even smoother.
They're pretty good.
Oh yeah, I ordered this is totally off topic. I was in a airport that day and I ordered a transfusion at the bar. The guy didn't know what it was.
Oh really?
He goes, "What's a transfusion?" I explained to him. He goes, "Oh, we don't have grape juice." I'm like, "Well, this is just stupid. Why are we having this conversation?"
That's more common than you think. I was at a golf course in Maryland. I said transfusion. They said, "What the hell is that?" I'm like, What?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. You guys have anything else to add about the Seaview course?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Greatest comeback ever.
I was gonna say, do you want to talk about the bet?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my God. Didn't even bring this up in our
As much as
video.
it pains me, I feel like it needs to be talked about.
Oh God, yeah. So Ed, please discuss. What was the bet you made with Sir
Well,
Dr. John?
I think John should describe it because he's very excited. All I want to say is that Colin, you suck. I can't believe you blew that.
All
John,
right.
you talk about the bet, Ed. You talk about what happened.
All right. So Colin was chirping a lot over the past off season about his golf game, which he has improved. Congratulations to him. So what happened was he was chirping saying, "Oh, I'm going to beat you this year, beat you this year." I'm like, all right, Colin, I will bet you that I beat you this year. He was hesitant because he knows I'm better than him, but therefore, to help make him feel better, I said, all right, Colin, I bet you that I will beat you and Rosie will beat you this year. He took that on. So Ed got wind of that. And I think, Tom, you put a point stroke, was it?
Nine.
Scored
Nine
differential of
strokes.
9 strokes.
Set the spread.
The
Yep.
spread, thank you. I couldn't figure the word spread. I'm like, oh, that's easy money right there. So Friday, as you heard, in case you watched the other episode, I shot a 118.
If you didn't watch
Horrible.
it, click right here. You can follow it and watch the video right now.
Horrible round, 118. I don't know what Colin shot that day, but he shot very good for himself. What was it, 90 something?
No, he wasn't in the 90s.
Nah,
Low hundreds?
Let's
Low
not get carried
hundreds?
away here, all right?
He was in the low hundreds or something?
Yeah, I think he was like 104. Because he had you
I was down by 20 something strokes.
that much.
with the 9-stroke differential though.
With the 9
All right,
strokes.
let's not let the facts get away with a good story. Go on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right.
so that day I knew that wasn't going to happen again. So I automatically put him and Ed on suicide watch. The hashtag
Colin shot
suicide
a
watch.
106 the first day.
Colin shot a 106 the first day. So I was talking to Max saying, Colin, this is going to be the biggest comeback ever. All day, all day, all day. Ed was feeling so confident. I'm sure I didn't see him all day the next day.
21 strokes.
21
I was
strokes.
confident because Colin was my partner the next day. We were playing Stableford. Colin is the Stableford champion. Like, that's the only thing he's good for.
You never play Stableford with Marion's because that turnaround, I made a 22-stroke turnaround, shot the third best score of the day from the tips of a professional course, shooting a 97 or 98, one of the other.
98, I think he shot.
98, beat Ed's bet by 1 stroke because I just know how to come up clutch. If you don't pick me to come on any team that you want for a golf tournament, you are making a huge mistake. You just don't know
Also
what's
helped
coming.
you was Colin played so bad that day. Whew. He 120 he shot that day.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, dude, balls out of bounds left and right. Couldn't find him in the fescue. It was making putts like nothing went well that day.
Been there, done that. No excuses. No excuses.
That was great. And you know what? It's going to lead us into the last day. Listen, we're going to talk about that last course on our next video. Make sure you guys are like and subscribe to find that next video. Once again, if you want to get merchandise right here, it's got the polo. We got the golf towels, plenty of towels left. Make sure you message Justin. We'll get you all the pricing on that. Guys, thank you so much for coming along on this video today. And I'll see you guys in the next one.